Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another kicking episode by episode, and today's is over The Batman Season 1, once again, and we have a really good episode for you today. It's called Q&A, yeah, and it's episode 8, Season 1, and the episode starts off with this kind of like washed up TV host opening up like a department store or something. I'm burping a lot. Why am I doing that? Oh, probably because I just chugged a Coke. But he's opening up this department store. And he's pranked. But immediately after the prank, he's kidnapped by his pranksters. So, like, no one tries to stop it or anything because they think it's all a publicity stunt and etc. But, yeah, you know, he goes missing. And Batman's investigating it, and Alfred knows who the guy is because he watches TV while he dusts. He leaves the TV on while he dusts, and he's used to be the host of a game show called Think Thank Thunk. And, you know, they're all looking into it. Bruce Wayne goes to this, you know, charity art thing, and one of the people that worked on Think Thank Thunk is there, doing his little piano recital-y type thing. He's pranked and kidnapped. So that's what Batman later figures out. The thing that connected them was Think Think Thunk. That's where Think Think Thunk originally comes up. And Alfred, you know, recognizes it and etc. Is after this kidnapping. So obviously Batman is not successful in stopping it. He does fight a lot of little people, like these minions that are just a bunch of little people, you know, short stacked, and it's not really good for him. Probably a little blow to his ego there. But of course, another person gets kidnapped. A chess champion who used to be on the show, she defected from the Soviet Union and became like a chess champion, and she won the show. She won Think Thank Thunk. And she beat out a kid called Little Artie, which is what the game show hosts and etc. called him. His name is actually Arthur Brown, who is Clue Master, by the way. Turns out he kidnapped all of them with the prank and then the kidnapping, you know, that whole little shtick. He kidnapped them, and he wants to create Think Thank Thunk, like recreate Think Thank Thunk, because he thinks they all betrayed him, because it turns out the show was rigged so that he would lose his title. He had won for 12 or 13 episodes straight, and they wanted him off the show. They thought it was about time he lost, so they rigged the game, gave the girl an easier question, and she won. Apparently Arthur and his mother sued the show, but it didn't go through, and it was all just a big mess. And they gave him a lifetime supply of Cremellos as a consolation prize. And let me tell you, he had been using that lifetime supply. He was really fat. Like in this episode, Clue Master was just huge. Like he had a little motorized table that he moved around because he couldn't move. I mean, he was so big. Oh boy, he was big. But yeah, you know, he was recreating Think They Thunk, and he had them study these books, and if they would ask him a question and stump him, they got a point, and if he answered the question correctly, he got a point. 3 points for him. They lose, but if they get 3 points, they win. If they win, they walk free. If they lose, they get dipped in acid and die, which is pretty harsh. But this is all really just playing to Clue Master's ego. But they ask him questions. I honestly, like, one asked him to name all of the Argonauts from Jason and the Argonauts. He did that. That was a hard question. I have to admit, I couldn't name all the Argonauts. I could name like 3 Argonauts. I'm not even kidding. I can name 3 Argonauts. No, never mind. I can name 4 Argonauts. But that's, you know, irrelevant. That's irrelevant. But, because, point is, it's hard to name all the Argonauts. So, He asks him that. We don't hear the second question, but the girl asks him the value of pi, thinking, he won't know it because no one knows the value of pi. But he explains what the value of pi is and recites it to 100 decimal places. And I actually think for them, that was a real easy question and a stupid thing to ask. But Batman shows up because it's really, he just figured out the hiding place for Clue Master was really predictable. He was in his mom's basement because he never grew up. So Batman was like, "Where do you find a kid that never grew up? In their mom's basement, right?" So he goes over there. His mom's kind of oblivious to what's happening. She's like, she can't even see anything. She's just this senile old woman. And Batman goes downstairs, challenges Clue Master. Clue Master says Batman can ask him any question. And if Clue Master doesn't know the answer, Batman wins and everyone goes free and stuff. Well, the question Batman asks is, what is the true identity of the Batman? Clue Master doesn't know it, but hits the button to dunk everyone in acid anyways. Of course, Batman saves them, defeats Clue Master because he's a giant fat tub of lard and can't really do anything. And, the day is saved. So yeah, this isn't my favorite episode of the Batman. I think the part where Batman asks Clue Master the question about his secret identity is really cool. But that's the only part of the episode. This isn't one of the better episodes of the Batman. I mean, they used Clue Master, who's like really obscure and etc., which is, fine, no problem with that. That's cool and all. But it's like, ooh, this episode's just, it just wasn't the best episode. I mean, you got Batman. You can do so much with Batman, but this episode didn't really hit me where I live. You know what I mean? But, yeah, feel free to check the episode out if you want, and check out the episodes before and after it, and also check out the episodes of episode by episode before and after this one, especially the ones for The Batman, Season 1. I'll be doing the other 4 seasons as well, all 5 seasons, all 65 episodes. And, yeah, that's it. That's it for this episode. I'm going to go watch some more episodes of The Batman so I can make some more of these, and I'll see you all later.